and welcome back to Sovereign of Death. Last time, our heroes stumbled into the mayor's office and saw their potential intern had been murdered, and Mayor Alistair Wormweather was holding his heart above his head. So we're going to pick up right where we left off last time, and you all are peering into the room. You haven't been noticed yet. You see inside the room, behind an altar, is the mayor, Alistair Wormweather, and there are 6 acolytes who are in hoods in the room as well. You can't see their faces, which are shrouded in shadow. What would you like to do?
Back out of the room.
Yeah, can we just leave?
Just like the Scooby-Doo sneak.
What time is it right now in the game world?
It's probably like early evening that you all were.
So, what are the chances of Madie missing her date right now?
0%.
I mean, there's probably a few hours until the date, but you're pushing it right now.
I want to whisper over to Madie, be like, "Hey, don't you?" While we're looking at this horrifying, beating, clutched heart in the mayor's grasp, and all of these faces peering in at this altar thing in this just gigantic secret room we happen to have opened up, I want to look over at Madie and be like, "Hey, don't you have a date in a few hours?"
Yeah, I know. I really need to go home and get ready. I don't think we can do much here. Maybe we can just go have a little dinner, hang out, maybe a drink. What do you think?
Isn't that dragon coming here in a...
Oh, yeah. I mean, but that's okay if we're not here, right?
I mean, the dragon might actually take care of this, and I really don't want Madie to miss her date. Madie, have you had time to pick out an outfit or anything?
Hey, have the other forms noticed us all whispering in the doorway?
So as you all are conversating and figuring out what you're going to do, you notice that the hooded person closest to the door is now staring directly at you. They haven't said anything, but...
Do you shout that?
Do you?
I do not.
Okay. No, it's too late.
I mean, they haven't said anything. They're just staring at you right now.
Let's get out of here, y'all. I don't think that we are prepared for this.
I just go like this.
I feel like if we don't pretend we're supposed to be here, there's a 0% chance we don't get chased.
Yeah.
I just do a wave and then put my hood up from my cloak.
Oh, me too.
I put my head up. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, we put our hoods up.
I don't think I have a cloak, so I'll just use my wings.
Okay, so Aria, can you give me a perception check? And the rest of you, can you give me a persuasion check with disadvantage?
Oh no.
Dear God.
Actually,
Perception?
when you can roll with advantage because you have the destined pin. Are you wearing the
great,
pin?
yes.
Okay.
I have rolling with disadvantage. I have a 7. I was this close to a critical failure.
Okay.
I have an 11. Now, with disadvantage, do we still get the plus from our skills?
That's correct.
Okay, so I have a 15.
All right, awesome.
I'm so glad you gave me advantage because I have a 21.
Oh my gosh, okay.
But if you had given me disadvantage, I did roll a critical failure.
Well, thankfully you were rolling with advantage because of the pin. What did you get on the perception check, Aria?
19.
19? Okay, so you notice that there is someone in the secret pathway that you came from, and they closed the door as you noticed them.
I close the door so that we can't get out.
So yeah, so the way that you came from to get in through the mayor's office, that pathway now has the door closed. You don't know if it's locked or not, but it seems like there was someone who was following you.
Did the person who closed it end up on our side of the door or the side with the mayor's
No, they
office?
closed it and went back.
Oops.
So, okay, Wynn and Madie, you rolled really high on your persuasion checks. And as you all put your hoods up, the person who was staring at you motions for you all to come in.
Such
No.
a mistake.
Okay.
I file in.
Yeah, I grab Wynn's hand and we walk in together.
Yeah.
I shuffle in behind them.
Do you go in, Aria?
I guess.
All right, awesome. So you all walk in, And at first,
I feel I'm being compelled to do a bad thing, Carmen.
so you walk in, and it seems like everybody is super focused on the ritual, and nobody really notices you. So you are inside of the room, and you notice that Alistair seems to be casting some sort of spell on the heart. So there's magic flowing from his hand into the heart.
It feels like we shouldn't let him do this.
As a wizard, do I know what sort of spell he's casting?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. That is a 19.
Ooh.
So you feel like this is some form of necromancy, and you are not familiar with this particular spell, but you know that this is really dark magic that he's using.
Okay. So I knew what I knew before, which is that this is bad.
Yeah.
Can I lean over to the person who had like gestured us in, and I'm like, what did I miss?
So you lean over and ask what you missed, and they whisper back to you, "Our time has finally come."
Oh, great. And what's the step after this?
You don't know?
No. I just love hearing it so much.
Yes. I too am enthralled by the majesty of our master plan.
Right?
Well,
I just love tell me.
after we're finally empowered with the Dark Lord's energy, then we can take back what is ours.
Yeah, and once we have it, we're all gonna say, we have...
And then they look really confused and they're like, the power?
Yeah, oh, the power is ours. Yeah,
And
obviously.
as you're whispering, the others start chanting, "Death comes for us all. Death
Okay, we
comes
gotta
for us
stop
all."
this.
And Alistair raises the heart and he says, "No longer will we bow to the whims of idiotic leaders. We now hold the power in our own hands." And he crushes the heart.
Can I shoot the heart with the short bow right as he's trying to do that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I also wanted to ask
you?
if I can / should use a spell to try to get the thing out of his hand.
You can do
We're
whatever
never
you
gonna
like.
win this, y'all. We
I
have
know,
to go
but
with
like
the flow.
we can make
we
it.
can prevent the Dark Lord's power from being
If we
granted.
do it as a spell, I've got this thing called Gust, which has gone great for us in the past, and it can create a small blast of air that will shove it out of his hand, and it will look like he'll look like really silly.
I
Okay,
can also
so
throw a dart.
we're gonna
Yes.
roll initiative now.
Oh no.
Oh,
just to have it in case a fight breaks out.
Just to have it.
Told
Yeah.
you all.
No! If you put on the combat goggles, it will come true.
They're
Don't do
not
it.
on yet. They're just ready.
They're just at the
They're
ready,
ready.
readying the combat goggles. Okay,
Safety
so
first, guys.
everyone go ahead and roll initiative and let me know what you got.
10.
15.
Okay,
So it's a D20 plus our bonus.
Oh,
that's correct.
where's our bonus? Sorry.
There's a box that says initiative, but it is also just your dex modifier.
Okay, got it.
So
So-
that's a -1.
Ooh,
Yeah, but-
yikes.
No. Sorry. That's 3 minus 1, so that's 2.
Oh, okay. I was
Math
gonna
is
say,
good.
you're really
Okay,
close.
I actually have an 11 then because I had a +1 initiative.
Awesome. And what about you,
Sure,
Aria?
glad we won't need this initiative.
17.
17? Cool. All right. Let me roll for the folks in here.
Wait, by folks, how many folks are we talking?
So there were 6 hooded folks and the mayor at the top of the...
And the dead kid that might pop up at any moment. We don't know.
I mean, I don't know. It looks like Alistair's missing his heart, so he may or may not.
Wait, Nightingale Switchblade,
Nightingale,
right?
Sorry,
Yeah, not Alistair. Yeah.
I was writing Alistair and I said that. So, one sec.
Win, how are your, if you were to shoot this with a short bow, what would your bonus be for that action?
+4.
And if you were to do this, Aria, what would your bonus be?
To throw the dart.
Yeah.
+4.
Okay. If I was to do.
But I do also feel like I was talking for most of that, so if you were gonna gust, it would make more sense that you did it before I shot the heart.
Okay. So.
Okay, not to be a narc, can I just step in and say, but we're not actually talking to each other, so us figuring out what we're going to
That's
do.
fair. Yeah, that's very
I
fair.
mean,
actually
I know my party members' abilities in worlds and their bonuses.
Yeah, you know I'm pretty
Oh.
good at shooting my short bow.
No. Finding out the bonus is cool, but figuring out which one of us is going to attack, I think might be outside of the bounds of the
Which is why I'm saying
spirit.
in-game world, I was doing a lot of talking, so it makes more sense that Martin Money would have done
I
an
see.
action while I was
Yeah.
talking.
While you were
Okay.
thinking about eventually shooting your bow.
While the guy was like, "This is necromancy. We're gonna raise the Dark Lord." I was
So
like,
glad
I
there's a
should
Dark
stop
Lord.
this.
So.
There's always this motion. Martin Money knows this, unfortunately, from experience, that there's always this motion that people do right before they're going to crush a heart, where they like lift it a little bit higher and get a bit extra with it. And I'm seeing that happen, and that's what would inspire such a gust.
Gotcha. It's just like a reflex because you've seen so many hearts be crushed in your time.
I don't want to say that, but I've seen enough.
Okay.
You see
really
one heart be
awkward.
crushed. You've seen them all.
It's true, when the blood goes down into the armpit, it's like really, really awkward.
It's
Hard to
Uncomfortable.
clean out there.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. So
Yeah.
you use Gust. Is that a attack or do they make
It's a
roll?
cantrip that I can cast at will. Casting time is 1 action. Duration is instantaneous. There is a save of strength of 12 that has to, I think that's on a creature. Otherwise, I can just do a thing.
Okay, cool. And are you targeting him or the heart specifically?
I'm definitely targeting the heart. So you create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried and that weighs no more than 5 pounds. The object is pushed up to 10 feet away from you.
Awesome. So yeah, you are you trying to do this stealthily?
I would like to sort of do like,
Okay.
is that possible?
So you can give me a stealth check, and this is going to be a DC 20 since you're in the room with them. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
What's the DC 20?
So a DC is a sort of a dice check, so that means that you're trying to beat a 20. So you want to roll a D20, add your stealth modifier to it, and your goal.
My
is
stealth
to-
modifier is -1.
I mean, you could crit.
Got this, Martin.
You could get a critical success. Who knows?
That is including my thing, that's an 8.
All right,
So
awesome. So you a gust of wind flies from your hand, and just before Mayor Alistair is able to crush the heart, it's blown out of his hands and flies behind him onto the floor.
I fake a sneeze. Achoo! Excuse me.
Okay, give me a deception check
I'm really just trying to test.
with disadvantage.
That makes sense. No, that tracks. That tracks.
That's fair.
Oh no, it's not
Can
great.
I also do like, is it possible for me to support this by also going like, oh, it's so dusty in this secret room?
So
Bless you, Erin. Bless
can,
you, win.
You can give Win the help action, and what that means is your disadvantage and advantage will cancel out, so you just roll a flat roll.
Well, the first one I got would have been the one I got, which was a 12. So
Awesome. So yeah, they don't seem to believe you.
that tracks.
And actually, Alistair recognizes you because he met you all earlier. And he sort of pauses for a moment and looks at you, Aria, and he says, "You should have taken my offer. I gave you a chance to join us, and now you'll have to die." And as he says that, all of the hooded folks pull their robes off, and they are these weird, misshapen goblins, and they start to grow fur, and they morph into really
No, they
strange-
don't.
Nope.
They don't.
Nope.
I've
No,
got a
thank
thing
you.
called Shocking Grasp. I've
Okay.
also got just a whole bunch of money I'm going to just spread a bunch of money and try to electrify it so that we can like get an initial, basically a crowd AoE attack.
Okay, so because you were spotted, we're gonna act in initiative order. So on your turn, you could do that.
Okay, so that's not going to happen until way later, and I'm probably not going to do that at all.
I mean,
because it's going to go bad.
Try. You're certainly welcome to try. So Alistair is going to go first, and he is going to.
Before you do that, I have a question.
Sure.
I have my hood up. Does he recognize all of us?
So he recognized Aria, and he is aware that one of your friends shot wind from their hand and knocked the heart out of his hand.
This makes enough sense.
Okay, so we're all had. All right, I'm just gonna take my hood off then. Go ahead.
We aren't all had.
You don't think?
I mean,
I don't think we're all had.
You could attempt to remain incognito if you would like, but it's.
Why, yes, I would.
It's gonna be a long shot. So, let's see. He is going to take a dagger out of his cloak and take a few steps back toward where the heart is. So he goes to pick up the heart with the dagger in his hand. And that's his full turn. And now we're going to go to Win. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Aria is ahead of you.
Okay.
Okay, so I have this thing that I cannot find, but I promise it exists, where if I'm not carrying any weapons, I have bonus movement. I can move farther in a turn by flying.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Does that sound right?
So, yeah, like, let's say, yeah. So, is your movement doubled, or do you just gain the flight ability?
That's a really good question.
All right, let's say.
I think it's the second one.
Let's say for right now at least, you'll gain the flight ability, so your movement speed will be 60.
Oh, there we go. Flying speed is 50 feet.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Awesome.
So I would love to whoosh across the room on my gorgeous wings and attempt to snag the heart out of his hands with my very sharp talons.
Okay.
I mean, he hasn't picked it up yet, so you can just grab it off the ground.
Oh,
Don't
he
even
hasn't
have to
picked
take
it up
it from
yet?
someone.
He has not picked it up yet. He moved over to
Great.
where it was and is
I
preparing to do
attempt
something.
to beat him to the heart.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a sleight of hand with advantage.
Okay. 14?
Awesome. So you are able to snatch the heart. So what would you like to do? You have an action left. So picking up an item is a free action.
Oh, cool.
What happens if you crush the heart?
Yeah. That's what I want to know. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna.
You're gonna crush the heart? Okay, cool. So you swoop in and grab the heart and you crush it in your talons. And as you do so, green mist flows from the heart and into Alistair and all of the mutated creatures.
We had hoods on. We should be getting some of this sweet magic juice.
I didn't know.
Maybe there was a ritual that was happening before we got here.
You are led to believe that there are some other steps in the process that you may have missed. Okay, awesome. So now we're gonna go to Win.
You're super welcome, guys.
I am going to. What does the room look like? Like, is there any place I could hide?
Yeah. So the room is made. It has wooden walls, a really high ceiling, with one chandelier at the top that's lined with candles. There are candelabras in the room, about 4 of them, sparsed out, and there are 4 really big crates. And the crates are ajar a little bit, and you can smell the illegal magic coming from them. There's also a giant altar where Nightingale Switchblade's body is.
Okay, I am going to try and get behind one of the crates and take the hide action.
Awesome.
Roguelike.
Go for it.
Awesome. I think I need to roll stealth, and then you will tell me how well I am hidden? I don't know.
That's correct.
Okay, good. I was just checking. That is a non-natural 20.
Awesome, you disappear. So, as Aria picks up the heart and crushes it, these creatures are imbued with some sort of power, and Martin and Madie, you see Wynn just vanishes. And now we're going to go to...
You always do this when we have to pay a bill, Wynn!
It is now the Acolyte's turn. So, they are continuing to transform, and they turn into something that you don't recognize. And they are going to... I have them all going at once in the initiative order just to make things a little faster. So they're going to go to the 4 crates that are in the room and prop those open. So...
Oh, no.
Okay. Nope. Yep. All right. So, 4 of the 6 of them go to the 4 crates, and 3 of them are able to open the crates, and 1 of them is having a really hard time getting it open. You see, this one hasn't fully transformed yet, and that's the crate that you're hiding behind, Wynn. So now we're gonna go to Madie.
All right, I'm going to go over to the one that hasn't fully transformed yet. I'm hoping that this one is the weaker one. And before it's able to open the crate, I attack it with my warhammer.
Awesome. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right, so I get out my warhammer because I just like to smash things with a hammer anyway. All right. I rolled a 20.
A natural 20?
I did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, awesome. So what that means is you got a crit success, so you're going to roll double your damage. So for the Warhammer, you'll roll 1d8 on a regular attack, and you'll add +3 to your damage.
Okay.
That's for your damage roll.
So I rolled a 1.
That's okay.
Okay, so then I get to roll that d8 again. I got a 3, so it's 4, 7.
7. Awesome. So you run over to this creature and you raise your warhammer and decapitate them. And as you do so, their head flies across the room and lands at Alistair's feet.
Cool.
Awesome. So that is Madie's turn. We're now going to go to Martin.
All right. So I have discovered that I have 7 health, which means I'm squishy, and that's terrifying to me. I've never felt so vulnerable. The major question I have, though, is these candelabras, they are all lit, correct?
That's correct.
So I've got this little spell called Catapult that can take a thing, make it fly in a straight line up to 90 feet with a lot of force and hit it. What if I was to use that against the mayor? Oh,
so you want to catapult him?
No, I want to use one of the candelabras to just knock the holy heck out of him. Maybe set him on fire. Who knows?
Okay, awesome.
It's a good time.
That is pretty dope. So, for the catapult, is this a cantrip?
No, this is I have to use a spell slot, so this will be my second spell slot of the day.
Awesome. Yeah, go for it. So, do you need to make some kind of roll for that, or does it just happen?
So what happens is, if the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Awesome. So he's going to make a dex save, and he did not do very well.
The dex it needs to beat is 12.
Okay, he was unsuccessful on his dex save. So you
That's a damage of 3d8.
Whoa!
For bludgeoning, and also it is on fire, so I just like that taken into account.
Okay, awesome. So roll 3d8s to see how
Okay.
much damage you deal.
5,
Little did you know that you all are cold-blooded killers.
5, 2, and 6. So that is 13.
Awesome. So, ooh, you messed him up. Okay, cool. So you fling the candelabra, and it hits him and kind of skewers him a little bit. He pulls it out of his chest, and his shirt begins to catch on fire. So right now, the mayor is on fire.
Yes!
Because
Great.
you all are cold-blooded killers.
The mayor's on fire.
So it's his turn now. He's going to... Let's see.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I don't know if cold-blooded killers is an appropriate representation of who we are. He did have a man's heart in his hand when we walked in.
That's
And
true.
we were the ones who squeezed it.
Accidentally.
Let
Let the record show.
So it's a mixed bag, is what you're saying.
No,
Yes.
it was not an accident that I crushed the heart. It was just not the result I was hoping for.
There's mistakes when you're dealing with science, you know?
Mistakes were made.
Write
Literally
it
already
down and we learn.
apologized.
Okay, so Alistair is going to... oops. Oh, okay. Okay. So he takes his shirt off and gets rid of it before he gets burned too bad, but he does take some
Great.
fire damage. And he's
Is he
not...
swole?
Can you
he's
describe
not.
that for us?
Yeah, so Alistair is a pretty portly man. He is in his late 50s. And he's got like these 3 holes in his chest now from when he was impaled by the candelabra. So he's not looking too good. He's in bad shape.
Like a
That
bad
said,
dad
because
bod.
he's like very bravely kind of both taken off his shirt and also the fact that I burned him, I'm just gonna go like, woo!
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna support him.
Martin, whose team are you on?
I'm team support growth. This is growth for this man.
It's a growth opportunity.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Thank you, although you set me on fire." I'm really confused. Alistair pulls the patch off of his burning shirt before it has a chance to disintegrate, puts the hole on the ground, and uses his movement to go into it. And with that, we're gonna go to Aria. It's now your turn.
I follow him down the hole.
All right, awesome. So you all see Aria disappear into this hole, and yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut over to the hallway, and Aria, you come out of the hole and you're back in that hallway, and you can see Alistair making a run for it, trying to escape.
All right, I'm gonna fly after him and grab him.
Okay,
He can get away.
awesome. So go ahead and make an opposed grapple check. So that's a d20, and you add your strength modifier.
21.
21? Oh my gosh, okay.
17 plus 4. He's mine.
So you freaking like fly over and swoop Alistair up, and now he is restrained within your grasp. So we're gonna pause that scene and cut back to the ritual area, and it's going to be Wynn's turn.
Okay, so Madie is still like in front of the boxes I hid behind, right?
That's correct.
Okay, well, I want to use my action to shape change into one of these creatures so that I look more like them. So
Awesome.
I'm disguising myself as one of these weird werewolf creatures, goblin werewolf creatures. And as I'm doing it, I make eye contact with Madie and I go, "Good news is, I think the dragon might be the good guy."
Called it.
I should apologize to them later.
And then I am a weird goblin creature.
Okay. Do you want to use your movement for anything?
No, because I can. How? So there are still 5 goblin creatures in our
That's correct.
room. No, I'm gonna stay where I am for now because I'm hidden, which is good. But I hope that because I look like them, I can get surprise rogue attacks on them later.
Okay. So as you're doing this, can you make a perception check for me?
I can do that.
Since you are the closest to the exit.
16.
You hear the front door to the mayor's office where Horatio was arguing with the assistant. You hear that door burst open, and it sounds like at least 6 to 8 people are marching into the room.
I was about to say help is on the way, but no, that doesn't sound like a helpful dragon friend to come to save us.
Awesome. So as that happens, we're going to go over to Madie. It is your turn.
Wait, okay, so
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped the acolytes. So it's
That's
their
fine.
turn now. So the remaining acolytes are at the barrels, and they pull out torches, and they drop those torches into the barrels, and they start to burn. And as those crates of the illegal magic start to burn, the air starts to become foggy, and it gets difficult to see. So the room is now difficult terrain since it's fog. That means that you're going to have disadvantage on any attack rolls that you make while there's fog. Also, because it's the illegal magic, you have to make a Constitution save at the start of your turn, or you're going to be stunned.
And yet, this didn't work for an entire building full of faculty and students. Interesting double standard.
I don't know, man. Life's hard. So we're gonna go to Madie now.
okay. My first question: did Wynn pick up the cloak from the acolyte that I beheaded?
Oh, I was just wearing my clothes. I'm not. So no, you can have it if you want it.
Oh, I just was curious. I'm trying to track on the clothes. They're very important to me for some reason. Okay. Well, I mean,
Guys.
okay. So we have 8 beings coming in from the outside, right? We hear this, or do I know about this?
I heard it.
Do
I don't
you
know
share
if
that
did.
information with?
Oh, yeah. I guess only with Madie. I guess because I don't want to just like yell, to the whole room. I don't know how close is Martin.
So Martin should be pretty close also, because I don't think he's moved yet.
That's fair. Okay, so then I look at them and I'm like, we've got company.
Awesome. So you know.
Nice.
Classic
Okay.
win.
So I look at Wynn and Martin, and I'm like, what do we do? What do you want to do? I think we need to figure this out. Do we stay? Do we try to go through the portal? We need to get the party back together.
We have to roll a saving throw in the first place, right?
Well, I want to talk before. I can
yeah.
do that, right?
Yeah, you can talk before you make your saving throw, but before you do
I
it,
really feel like we should go down the holy hole, because there ain't nothing we can do here.
Except get high, and I will tell you, and while it's great, it will definitely impede all the rest of what we're about to do.
I'm against it. On principle.
Yeah,
Okay. Dare to
I'm
keep
just
kids
high
off
on
drugs.
wealth, so I can't go any higher, really.
Okay, this was a great idea. All right, so
What are you
Okay.
doing, Madie?
I'm having a moment. Smug's for starting to get to me. I'm gonna say, listen, I think Martin's right. We should go through the hole. So I go to the hole and jump down through it.
So before you do that, you need to make a Constitution saving throw. So what that means
which
is you roll a d20 and you add your Constitution modifier to it.
11 plus 0.
Awesome. So you feel the effects of the smoke starting to take hold on you. So you are not stunned, but your movement is halved for this turn. But I
Can I
mean,
get
you
to the
still
hole?
have enough movement to get to the hole if you would like.
Okay, I get to the hole and I jump down through it.
Awesome. So as you jump into the hole, you appear back into the tunnel that you all came through, and you see Aria has Mayor Alistair within her grasp. And so now we're going to go to Martin. It is your turn.
Good question. So was it an action for Madie to jump into the hole?
Oh, you're right. It was not. So you can still use your
I
action
thought it
if you
was.
like. Thank you for keeping me honest.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was an action.
No.
Now, would it be an
is
action
not.
if I high five Aria?
No, you can do that for free. But I mean,
Oh,
Her
yeah.
hands are busy.
Yeah, her hands are
let's
busy.
just say you can high five without letting go of the mayor.
We do the long distance Pam and Jim high five. All right.
Do you want to bash his head in with your big old warhammer?
I don't know. I kind of want to talk to him.
You could break his legs.
How about I go over and
He is in a lot of pain.
I want to tie him up.
Okay, cool. So you use your action to tie him up. He's already restrained, so he's not going to be able to resist. And you all have captured Mayor Alistair Wormweather in like five minutes. And now we're going to jump back, and it's Martin's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Constitution, right? I got a 17.
Awesome.
Nice.
So you are used to this substance by now. Since you experienced it in the school, it doesn't affect you.
I'm going to note that into my character notes just for future.
For right
references.
now. It doesn't affect you for right now.
Wait, hold up. It doesn't affect him because he's experienced it before?
It's because he rolled a 17. The DC for the Constitution save is a 15. So
Seems a little unfair, the effects on different people, but that's okay.
I mean, it's just.
it's
It's
like-
just
I mean, I'm a
Just for
tiefling.
flavor.
I'm also used to fire. I've just got different.
It's biology.
biological
maybe.
stuff
I
happen.
Got that about you, Martin.
Used to
Yeah.
fire, pyro, you know.
So, what would you like to do?
I'm just writing down into my backstory. Illegal magic doesn't affect me. And I very quickly written that down in my memoirs. I've got like, it sounds like I was the only one who stayed by the two goblins. Well, there was 4 goblins that went over there, and then there's 2 goblins by me. One got decapitated over there, so now there's 3 and then 2. So I've got 2 goblins by me.
So,
And then
because
there's
of
the
the
hole.
because of the fog, they cannot make attacks of opportunity on you. So, if you wanted to move away from them, you could do that without having to worry about that.
Do they have a disadvantage against things as well?
Yes,
Because of the fog?
everyone who's in the room has disadvantage against attack rolls.
Brad, I'm going to split with my friends and expect that people will follow me, because apparently that's what everybody else thought would be the appropriate thing to do back when we were burning down a school together. So, gonna run,
Interesting
jump
choice
down
of
into that
words.
hole.
Okay, cool. So you move over and jump into the hole, and as you do so, you end up back in the hallway where you all came in, and you see that Madie and Aria have tied up and captured Mayor Alistair.
Oh shoot, this is rad. What, like, is there any way I can help you? It seems like you've pretty much got this wrapped up.
All right, so we're gonna come back to the room where Win is in disguise.
Actually, can I do one thing before we cut to Win?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to, at the point of the hole, if someone comes up who is not a friend, I want to whack them with my quarterstaff. I want to be ready to guard.
Awesome. So you're readying an attack in case someone comes through the hole who is an enemy. Awesome.
Mhm.
And we're going to come back to the room. So as we do so, this is back at the top of the round. Okay. Cool. So Alistair is restrained, so he can't do anything. And it's Aria's turn now. Are you going to... What would you like to do?
Still in the hallway.
Yeah, still in the hallway.
Right, okay.
Mayor's restrained.
So, Win is still in the room.
That is correct.
I'm gonna go I'm going to try to go back through the hole that we came through to get here and go and get Wynn.
Okay, cool.
And be like, wait, what? No.
So you
He's in there with smoking goblins. We can't just let that happen.
You fly back into the room, up through the hole, because the hole's on the ceiling, but you can fly. So you fly up into the hole, and you are now back inside the room. There's smoke everywhere, and since you've re-entered the room, can you make a Constitution save?
Done so well last time.
Oh no.
So that's a crit fail.
Okay, awesome. So you fly into the room.
Just like last time.
And you were not there when this happened. So you're completely taken aback, and the smoke just hits you right in the face, and you're stunned for the rest of the round. You can't do anything. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to go to...
Hey, for the record, I trust Wynn's survival skills, which is why I'm not going back through that hole.
I'm real.
Okay. So Wynn, it is now your turn.
Excellent. At the beginning of my turn, I have to see if the smoke affects me. So that's a 13.
Awesome. So you are not fully stunned, but your movement is halved for this turn.
Super. Can I make it? How far is the hole? 15 feet away?
Yeah, you can make it to the hole. It's not a very big room.
Okay, I'm gonna make it to the hole. Do I run into Aria, or is she above the hole?
So once you get to the hole, you see Aria is sort of hovering and very confused and covered in this smoke.
Can I grab her and jump in the hole?
Yeah. So, Aria, do you resist being grabbed?
No.
Okay,
awesome. I do currently look like a goblin monster, just so we're clear.
But you're wearing...
But I am wearing my clothes. I say the word, I go, pineapple, pineapple, which is, of course, our secret phrase for when I transform.
Definitely a word that Aria fully 100% remembers and understands in this moment.
Awesome. Well, you use the code word pineapple, grab Aria, and jump into the hole. And as you do, you hear the door behind you burst open and Horatio say, secure the heart and restrain the acolytes. And you are in the hallway that you all use to come back in. You see Martin and Madie are in here also, and Alistair is restrained.
So this might be a dangerous impulse, but like we can be. Hey, what if we all just tell them that we took care of it for them? Boom.
So
done.
I'm gonna say that because you have Alistair restrained and you're all in the hallway now, we're out of combat. So you don't have to act in turn order anymore.
Can I do one thing then?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to do an insight check as to like whether I just want to get a read on the situation of like, oh, is us being in this hallway going to be a bad thing or a good thing?
Yeah, go ahead and give me insight.
That is a 16.
Awesome. So you feel like the hallway is something that people who are close to the mayor would know about. So you don't feel like it would be taken as suspicious if you were to emerge from this hallway. Like you feel like Horatio and the mayor's assistant would know that this exists and wouldn't necessarily think you have ill intent if you came from it.
I'm going to share that information with everyone and be like, hey, this is probably a secret passage that a lot of people close to the mayor know about. Not that a lot of people are close to the mayor because, I mean, you've got a great beach body and you're working on it, but also I don't think that you're a very nice person.
I'm still really confused.
I'm a supportive person who also shoved a candelabra through your chest.
You lit me on fire.
Life is full of contradictions.
So
you were performing a necromancy ritual?
You completed it, Aria.
Listen, that was a mistake.
So with all of that said, if we come out of this hallway, I don't think that they're going to take that amiss, and we have a chance for someone who's good at talking, like Wynn, to spin up some Aarakocra crap I'm trying to think of a word that's not BS. I'm not trying to say a word.
Some Hakuna Matata.
Some Hakuna Matata.
Mm-hmm.
And
Immediately
get us out of this situation, because we honestly should be out of this situation as soon as possible.
Fair.
Hey,
Okay.
Can we? I don't want Alistair to be like, I'm tied up. Help me. Obviously, friends.
Yeah.
But Horatio
gagging
said
him?
secure the heart and restrain the acolytes, which means I don't think he's cool with what Alistair was doing.
But
Alistair,
he knows about it.
I look at Alistair and I go, is Horatio like trying to stop you from this nonsense?
Who's Horatio?
We should gag him.
You were talking to him literally this morning.
Wait, does he legitimately? Can we do a perception to see if he legitimately doesn't
It's
remember?
not the mayor, you guys.
You can do a insight check to see if he's lying to you.
Yeah, I need to know.
So you roll for that, Madie. What are you talking about?
Maybe it's not really the mayor. Maybe it just looks like the mayor.
21.
Awesome. So you, realize that the mayor is probably lying to you. He's probably just being very difficult and doesn't want to help you at all.
He knows. Okay. Anyone
What's-
got like truth magic? I have a knife. It's not the same.
I am the mayor
hammer,
of this
yeah.
town. Untie me this instant.
No.
I've got a cantrip called Shocking Grasp, and I could just, if we want to go full.
No. That's bad for our PR image. That's why I said I have a knife.
Okay.
A joke,
cool.
because we're not gonna torture the mayor.
Not that I was down with that.
No, I would never.
I say, putting my hands in my
pocket.
pockets.
Someone help! They're
Win.
trying to torture me. He's like
Win.
yelling.
Maybe
Can we
maybe
gag-
he's a shapeshifter. Maybe it's not really the mayor. Could you figure that out? I mean, you know this kind of stuff.
Can I like look him over and tell if I think he's a changeling or?
I mean, couldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I think that you probably would be able to tell, and you are pretty certain that this is indeed Alistair, and he's probably just trying to say whatever he can to get out of the situation.
He's just
Aria
being an asshole.
wants to gag the mayor, and I agree with this action.
I just want to get him not to like the secret, intimate, like incriminating hallway
Gag
next to
him?
the room that's filling with magic smoke.
Yeah, gag him. Can I take the hole
Gag.
off of where it is?
You can try.
Yeah, I want to try to remove the hole.
Awesome. You are
Gag him,
unsuccessful.
Aria.
Aria gags the mayor. You are unsuccessful. It seems like the hole cannot
Exists now.
be moved.
Great. I hate it.
Oh, can I also steal his silver? Oh, what is it? The Destined.
Yeah.
Brooch.
So you take his brooch.
If this dragon lady
actually-
is coming back, I just feel like we should have our bases covered.
You can't
Yes.
take his brooch because it was on his shirt that caught on fire. It's in the other room.
Oh.
You could get it in there if you wanted.
We could go back through the room.
No.
I don't think I should do that.
Can I go through his pockets?
Yeah, sure. So you go through his pockets and you find.
Just be clear, we have gagged him, right?
Yes, he is gagged. You find 200 gold.
Awesome. That's really, really helpful when you have a money wizard.
I mean, I kind of feel a bit better towards having legitimate money. It makes me feel like I've achieved something.
Martin,
Well,
your money
and
is legitimate. Don't
if we're
you
ever
let anybody tell you
separated-
anything different.
Hey,
If we're ever separated from Martin, having a little cash of our own is probably not a bad idea.
always.
All right. I pocket the money.
Quick group huddle.
Wait, is Madie gonna miss her date?
What time is
This
it?
It's night.
Can we roll a check to see how much time has passed?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Awesome. So Martin, you are efficient because you know how to make money, right? You're a hustler. And you know that you all have hustled the mayor, and it's probably only been about 20 minutes because y'all get stuff done, and you get it done efficiently.
Madie,
Okay.
I think we still have time to do the big makeover thing and get you to the date and everything.
Okay. Hey,
That's
by the
great.
way,
we need to get out of this situation first.
Can we just
So
leave the
group-
hallway?
okay, wait.
If you
That's
want.
what I'm saying. I look like this currently, goblin creature. What is the best person to be? Do we be ourselves? Do I change into this dude? Or, yes, Alistair? We're in like an Alistair situation.
Well, what I'm trying to do is Horatio here.
Horatio is in the main room, so
Which we
it
have
seems
to
they're
pass
going
through,
to
right?
going to come into the hallway.
Okay.
Do you want to, Madie, especially with the last name like Bullhorn, do you want to pull the classic Martin Madie shenanigan where we run screaming and pretend that a thing that just happened wasn't our fault? Burst through the door, scream like, "Oh my gosh, they did a necromancy," and so on.
I mean, I'm always down for that. It's worked a bunch for us in the past.
Yeah, we skipped out on so many bills that we could have paid that way.
I mean, yeah.
And
Okay,
I keep
so what do you
telling
think?
you, that's not the time to do it.
Yeah, but it's just fun.
Can I
Just
get
because
a
we have a bunch of
perception
money
check
doesn't mean we just spend it all the time.
Hey, Win, I go back and give the money later. I always go back. I steal money from Martin and put it back in the restaurant later. It's
Wait,
just so fun to run out on the
wait.
bill.
We've been double paying for restaurants this whole time because
You were
you guys
paying
run
too?
out and I pay the bill.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But we have a money wizard. It's fine. What is money anyway?
Really glad we got this sorted out.
Okay.
Can I get a perception
Just to
check?
roll a
It's
perception
internally
Someone?
consistent.
Okay. My perception check is 6.
Awesome. Yeah, everything's fine.
Seems good. Yeah, I'm in this conversation.
All right. So we're going to Martin and I are going to run back into the other room and be like, they tried to do a necromancy. The mayor was being all bad, so we tied him up. Aren't we heroes? Is that what we're doing? Is that the deal?
They did a
Oh,
necromancy.
well, I mean, technically we did the necromancy. We'll leave that part out.
So as you say we did the necromancy, a voice behind you says, "Is that so?"
No.
Oh. No, I was
And
joking. It's my dragon friend in
see
it.
Horatio with a bunch of students from the Hero Academy. You also see, where is it? Gravis in full plate armor with a spear, and he has a half cape on.
Gravis?
Yeah, the guy from Oasis.
Does he have jorts?
Yeah, the jorts guy.
His armor is like the bottom part of his armor are armored jorts.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to. I want to roll. I want to roll it, either persuasion or performance, because I want to put on the thing of a lifetime. I want to fall into the ground gagging. I want to be like, they did a necromancy. We stumbled upon it. We did our best, but there's still so much. It's just filled with smoke, and they made a magic hole. We're the victims.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with just flat persuasion.
That is a 14.
Awesome. So, Madie?
And while he does that, I'm also trying to talk to them.
Okay, cool. So, can you give me a persuasion check as well, then?
Okay. Because I have something.
Both doing that. I am going to change back into my elf disguise as if I am dropping like the spell disguise self and not like shape changing.
Okay, I have
as
a
if
6.
this is like my normal like.
Okay, give me a
wait.
stealth check.
I don't have spells. I just
a stealth check.
Okay.
And Madie, what would you say?
I had a 6 plus 4.
Awesome. So we'll come back to that.
You keep saying awesome, even when the rolls are going to hurt us.
Well, that's
Carmen.
because it's awesome for him. I have something important to say to them, so just let me know when I can say that.
Of course. Win, what is the result of your...
Well, I did a 9 on stealth changing. I'm not
Perfect.
trying to hide I'm doing it. I'm just trying to not make it obvious that like
Yeah, I'm just saying
I'm trying to
because
return to my normal.
Horatio is a spellcaster, so the stealth check was to try to fool him that...
Yeah, it didn't work there.
Yeah. Okay, so Madie, you wanted to say something.
I turn to them and say, when I said technically we did the necromancy, I meant because we weren't able to stop it. We were trying to stop it. I just feel like context is super important. He walked in right at the end, and I need you to know.
Things that happened to us. It's
I'm
so
guilty
bad.
all the time.
So
I feel so
Horatio
guilty.
looks around at Martin's performance at when changing form and listens to what Madie has to say and is like, you couldn't stop them performing the necromancy, so you did it yourself?
No,
No. I mean, I felt like we did it because we couldn't stop it.
We're so filled with guilt.
I feel so terrible.
Because we're heroes and we weren't able to stop the neck. But we do have Alistair tied up.
Pointedly not making contact with anyone, like no eye contact.
Just very actively not looking at anyone. Gravis sort of chimes in and is like, listen, sir, these folks, I know them. They come to the bar a lot. They're weird, but they're not trouble.
Oh, I kissed Gravis on the mouth.
And he's like,
married.
oh, I'm a married man.
I know. I mean, this is a friend thing. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just like trying to
human
show
custom.
my.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank
Human
you.
custom.
It's a human thing. I just wanted to show you how much I love you right now.
You got such a strange
way.
human.
Humans are so weird.
I know, right?
And the mayor is
Why they're
like
so
over there
weird.
squirming around. So Gravis sort of steps up and he's like, so what Horatio was trying to say is thank you. We've been trying to capture Mayor Alistair for a while, and we have reason to believe that he's involved with some pretty dangerous magic and some dangerous groups. So we appreciate what you've done for the people of Stone Snarry. And as acting headmaster of the Hero Academy, we're going to take him into custody.
Oh, that's Gravis?
Yeah. He looks at you and he's like, "Oh yeah, you didn't know I was a teacher at the academy, and after
A teacher in shorts.
You have
the
2
mysterious."
jobs?
Hey, look, in this economy, all right, it's hard out here.
I mean, I know, but
Makes
you're
sense.
always at the bar so late. You work so hard.
Oh, I
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
that.
awesome,
Thank you.
Gravis.
And you see some of his men go and take Alistair into custody. Horatio
Can I
looks
insight
at...
check them?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
make sure they're on the up and up before we just give them Alistair.
I just took them on face value.
Go for it.
I'm just glad they didn't try to kill us.
I mean, it's Gravis.
15.
15. So you feel like Gravis and Horatio have probably just met each other. So you can't really tell if they're on the same page, but you feel like Gravis is telling you the truth.
Okay. I'll allow them to take.
Awesome. So they start to walk
Alistair.
up and you kind of like block them off and like size them up and then you let them pass.
Snip them weirdly. Okay.
Yeah. So Alistair's taken into custody. Horatio turns to you all and says, there's going to be fallout from this.
Are you just talking about the goblin creatures still in the room filled with illegal magic, or
So
are we talking?
the magic's been taken care of and the creatures have been disposed of. But the fact that we charged into the mayor's house and arrested him, people are going to be talking. We have to make sure we handle this the right way.
Well, the good news is we charged into the mayor's house and took him into we as private citizens did that. It wasn't really you.
So you're willing to take all of the credit for what happened today?
The credit in terms of saving the day and sort of stopping Alistair from performing evil rituals
You
or
see,
completing them.
he sort of smiles a crooked smile and he's like, very well, it'll be arranged.
Also, he did murder a small college student, so any court in this land would probably see it our way when we
That's a good
enter
point.
the room to see him holding a
What we
still
were
beating
doing
heart.
was we were coming back to retrieve our intern who had gone missing. And in the process, a whole bunch of stuff happened.
Now, the intern was selling illegal magic. We didn't
No,
know
they
that
weren't.
At the
The
time.
intern was innocent in hindsight. We know this, Win. This is spin. They were
Gravis,
innocent all along.
Gravis chimes up and he's like, did the former headmaster sign off on this intern working for you all?
No, we wanted him to.
Technically.
I
No.
think that is a document that could be arranged.
Well,
especially if our acting headmaster had signed off on it.
I mean,
wait, but that's bad for us if we got our first intern killed.
Yeah,
we can just let that go for now. The headmaster's office was burned and all of his records with it, so there's no way to really tell. I think the best thing to do is to take the mayor into custody and not speak of this until we can make a public statement sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do that.
we could be quiet.
Horatio.
That's definitely something we do. Well,
Okay, Horatio turns to you and he's like, speak to no one about this, and tomorrow return here and we'll hold a press conference.
so we're like done for the night? Is that what you're saying? Like we're finished? We can...
I think you've done enough.
When you say it like
Makeover
that,
time!
Sounds not pleased with us.
Okay, we have a date to get to.
I want to jump right into the makeover montage. Gonna be honest.
Awesome. So you all leave there. Horatio and Gravis take Alistair into custody, and you return.
As we're walking out, may I be like, hey, for services rendered in the field to the cause, can I get one of those pins?
Who are you asking that to?
Does Gravis have a pin?
He does not, but Horatio does.
I'm gonna ask that to Horatio.
He pulls Alistair's burnt tunic out, takes the pin off, and hands it to you.
Yes.
Right on.
I think you've earned it.
can I also sort of like look at, as we're walking out, like hang back and like after he's given the pin away, can I look at Horatio and just be like, was Alistair part of your ranks as well?
Alistair was a disgrace, and he decided that he wanted to put his own desires above the desires of the destined. Therefore, he had to be punished.
Is that true also of the former headmaster?
Well, I can't speak of matters that I'm not involved with, but I know that Alistair wasn't working alone.
Okay.
You've got a makeover to do. Come on, wait.
I'll be right there. Are you also familiar with the Dragonborn that works in your ranks?
I've not seen any Dragonborns in this land in a long time.
So not one working this case with you for the destined.
I don't have any Dragonborn within my ranks or within the city that I'm aware of.
Do I feel like he's telling the truth?
You can make an insight check.
I would love to do that. And that one is an 18.
You think he is telling you a half-truth. You feel like there's some aspect of what he's saying is true, but he's probably withholding some information from you.
Like he knows there's a Dragonborn, but he hasn't seen her.
Like you can probably gather that maybe the Dragonborn is not a part of his particular group, but he is aware that there is a Dragonborn active in the city of Stone Snarry.
Okay. All right. We're cool, right, Horatio?
He kind of smiles a crooked smile, and he's like, of course we are. We're allies. We took down the mayor together.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
So I double back and just say, I pull Gravis aside and say, hey, you know what, dude, I just want to apologize for kissing you like that. That was uncool. I did not ask for permission. That was, I was very excited. I'm not going to say I was just very excited because that gives myself a pass. I was very excited. You have very soft lips. Very nice man. And I just pat him on the shoulder and say, I'm sorry again.
He kisses you on the mouth, and he's like, don't worry about it. That's how humans express gratitude, right? And he
Absolutely.
and he and his men take Alistair into custody. So you all are back in the city. What would you like to do? You have probably about an hour before Madie's date.
I'm legit blushing, by the way.
we see Madie blushing, and I'm sure we've seen this before, but like it makes me go again. Like, hey, are you okay? There's a lot of blood on your face.
Oh no, that's just that happens sometimes. It's a human thing. But I am warm. I'm going to take my cloak off. So what should I wear tonight? By the way, I wanted to talk to you guys about this date. It's really important. So I'm excited, but I'm also like a little afraid to do it by myself. So will you guys come with me on the date?
Oh, well, okay. I don't think he wants to date all of us.
No. I mean, but just like for support.
I'm going to be with you. You know, I'm always in for all your dating shenanigans, matey.
Okay, good. Okay.
You do reek of illegal magic. You should take a bath before you go.
And I do have a charisma of -1, so.
Okay, so well, maybe you can like hang out in the background. I'm just like he seems cool and all, but like we don't really know him and.
Oh, this town is full of cult members, and he might try to sacrifice you to a death god. Yeah, we'll follow your date.
Okay, it kind of makes it exciting that could happen, but like I just would really like y'all to back me up. So, what should I wear?
Do you have more than your traveling clothes?
Oh, probably. I'm really into clothes. Let's see.
So,
is there a store still open?
I have common clothes. And I have an amulet that I wear all the time, so that's not that special. Let's see. And of course I have my armor. Y'all, I can't wear armor on a date.
There is a general store in the town that you know of. It's called Sand Snacks, and they could potentially have clothes there. You don't know.
I kick down the door of the general store, and I say, "Your finest wearables, and also a new door."
So it's one of those like Western rotator doors. So you kick it in and it like bounces back. And
you smack him.
There's a young boy sitting on the counter, and he's wearing a straw hat and a gray tunic. And he looks at you and he's like, "Oh, hi, welcome to my shop. I'm Fee. It's really nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you and your group."
I'm slamming my hand on the table as I get back up from the floor after the thing hits me in the face. Your finest wearables!
He turns to a section of his store, and he's like, wearables for you? Okay. And he snaps his fingers, and the section of the store transforms into a fitting room, and there are a rack of clothes outside of the fitting room.
Matey, which of those do you like?
I mean, Martin, I feel like you're the one who knows about this stuff. What should I wear?
I think the color that looks best on everyone is money. I would just have you festooned in money pouches, but I know in human cultures that is potentially scandalous. So just...
In most cultures, Martin.
I'm going out with an orc, so like, what do you think orcs like? Does anybody know enough about orcs? And like
the color green.
Okay. All right. Well, then what? So I find a green dress on the rack. I look for a green dress on the rack. Is there one?
Yes. So you are able to find a set of fine clothes in green, and you see that Fee walks over and is like, if they're not to your liking, I can tailor them for you.
I'm not sure we have time for that. Do you have anything
magic
like...
tailoring?
Oh, do you have magic tailoring?
I mean, I won't tell if you don't. And he kind of winks, and like a little star comes out of his eye.
Love this guy.
This is the best. Hey, can you do magic hair too? I'm just curious.
He snaps his fingers, and your hair is in like one of those really 80s poofs. He's like, only if you ask nicely.
The bigger, the better. Can you also give me a magic bath? Because I really just want to bother with all of that.
You see, he snaps his fingers, and you're dirtier than you were before. And he's like, oops. He snaps them again, and you're back to how you were after you came from the mayor's house. He's like, oh, I guess I can't do that one. But
oh, no.
He pulls out a bar of soap, and he's like, I have this, though.
Yeah, I'll take the soap. Thanks. I stick the soap in my pocket. Okay, well, let me go try on this outfit in the changing room. So I go and try it on and come back out.
while this is happening, I'm leaning on the counter, and I just every time Madie picks up an item or asks for something, I just throw some money in there. I'm just like,
you're just making it rain money. Okay. So you are hanging out while your friends are trying on clothes, and a messenger comes into the room, and they kind of look around. They're like, "Are you Win Snapdragon?"
Yes, I am.
I have a letter for you. It was from your parents.
Oh, thank you. And I take the letter.
Okay, awesome. So you have this letter with a symbol from Broken Rock on it. It's like the seal of the government of Broken Rock. Madie, so you have been trying on clothes. So I'm going to say that you have a set of fine clothes that you can wear whenever you want, and they can look like whatever you desire. So this one time,
Magic
not every
clothes.
time. They don't change. So you pick what they look like, and that's what they'll look like from henceforth.
Hey, Martin, can you kick him some more money and see if he has any clothes that will change anytime I want?
you just see a big old money pouch just like hurl across your vision.
Awesome. So
You got it, Madie! I'm so excited for this date. So many dates have gone wrong in my presence. I feel like we've got a real good chance to like
maybe
nail it
it'll
this
be
time.
good.
I'm always supportive of these adventures.
I appreciate
Want
it,
it to
Martin.
go well.
I just tuck
Really?
the letter into my pocket without like reading it. Is the messenger hanging around?
no, they handed it to you and walked away.
Okay, and then I like join the conversation again.
Okay, awesome. So you throw the sack of money, and Fee like catches it in a bag of holdings. Like, thanks. I don't have any magic clothes that do that, but I do have a wide selection.
Okay.
Martin,
Okay.
Martin, Madie, Aria, I know we all want Madie to find a paramour that will fit in with her adventuring lifestyle. However, it just feels like we're putting a lot of stock into Keefe Knife Museum, and the only interaction we had with him was once while drunk, and he owns a knife museum. So
Okay.
I just want us all to all level set and just go in with a positive attitude, but maybe not put all of our hopes and dreams on Keefe.
Which is why we get a second pair of clothing in blue?
Yes. Sold.
Yes.
I
Yes.
like it.
Mhm,
Yes.
That is what I meant.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So you find the clothing that you want. You get a set in green, a set in blue, and you all are on your way. And is there anything else you'd like to do before you go to your date? Any of
I
you?
need to go take a bath, y'all.
Okay, awesome. So Madie goes to take a bath. What about the rest of y'all?
I'm gonna eat dinner.
Okay.
Just doing that.
I'm wondering, so Aria, we're supposed to accompany her on her date, but I don't want it to be weird. Like, should we be in disguise? Should we like dress up as like a table of chairs? How do we make this the perfect night?
We should purchase disguises from this general store.
We go back in and we say, okay, we need to be on the date with Madie, but not on the date. We need to be in the date, but not of the date. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I see. Okay. So roll 2 d10s. This is going to be a percentage roll.
Okay.
So depending on what you get will determine how good your disguises are.
I got an 89.
Oh, awesome. So you Fee comes back with like camouflage disguises that match the color of the sand dunes. And they also give you a bag that has like a tree camouflage suit, a building camouflage suit, and grass camouflage suits. So you can switch between the suits and be invisible.
Grass.
Is that just for Martin, or is that for both of us?
Oh, I couldn't find anything in your size for those, so I just got you this. And they hand you a...
I rolled a 4.
Oh, you rolled a 4? Okay, never mind.
So like 0 on one die and 4 on the other. Yes.
Excellent. So they actually say
That is out of 100 this time, y'all.
it happens to the best of us. So they say I couldn't find anything for you, but since you can fly, I got you this, and it's like a hat to block some sun. I hope that helps.
I'll take it.
Awesome. So you all get your disguises, and as you're doing so, when you're eating by yourself, and if you want to look at the letter, you can do that. If not, then you can just have the meal. Okay, awesome. So you open the letter. Dear Winnie, I hope that this letter finds you in a good place, and know that I miss you dearly. I wouldn't write you if it wasn't important, but your father has been kidnapped, and there are some extremists in Broken Rock. We are led to believe that it may have been them. We searched for him for a few weeks, but are unable to find him.
Weeks?
And the bottom of the letter says, if you're at all available to come home, I could really use you here. Love, Mom. And then we're going to cut over to Madie in the bathhouse. So the way the bathhouse is set up is there are separate rooms, but the walls of the rooms are pretty thin, so you can hear through the different walls. So in your room, you're taking a bath, and give me a perception check.
15 plus 1.
Awesome. So you hear in the room next to you a familiar voice that sounds like Zymes, who was the daughter of Faruna, and she is speaking to someone whose voice you don't recognize, and she says, I can't believe that Nightingale is gone. It's like he just vanished. He was there one moment and then he wasn't. I told him not to get involved with the mayor, and then he does something stupid like trying to start his own gang. Donrot's such a dumb name anyway. But even though he made the mistake, we have to see this through. And the other person is like, I don't think that that's a smart decision. Everyone's on too high alert now. We can't continue the way we have. We have to lay low for a while. And they kind of go back and forth in this exchange before they stop talking and leave the room.
Okay, I get out of the tub as quickly as possible, wrap myself up, and go out to see if I can find them.
Awesome. So go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Martin is disguised as a tree, so it might be kind of hard.
I just rolled a 1, so...
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you looking for Zymes or are you looking for your friends?
Zymes.
Okay, then, yeah, they're gone. You're unable to find them.
Okay, then I go back... I go get dressed, and I go find Wynn at the pub.
Awesome. So at this point, Wynn is at the pub. Martin and Aria, you're on your way to the pub, but Madie gets there first, and you see that Wynn is there.
I walk through the doors of the pub and I am a giant tree with a money pouch.
And I'm wearing a hat.
Cool. Hi, guys. So, Wynn, how was dinner?
Wynn's plate is like she had started eating and then did not finish any of her food.
You okay?
We have to go back to Broken Rock, now. I don't care about this anymore.
What's wrong with Broken Rock?
My dad was kidnapped, which is not super cool.
When did this happen?
My mom said
When
weeks
did
ago.
this happen?
Martin?
Okay, Martin.
Can I slap Martin?
Sure. Roll an attack roll.
Alright, we got this. 1.
Okay, you slap Martin. It doesn't seem like it hurts him, but you slap.
My leaves just kind of like I deserved that. My leaves wave apologetically.
Okay.
I'm really getting
all right.
into character.
Okay, so yeah, we need to go take care of your dad. I also found out that it sounds like okay, so the kid who died, he tried to sort of I was in the okay, hold on, back up. I'm bad at telling stories, y'all. I'm excited and confused and I want to help win, but also there's going to be more stuff happening. Donra, the gang, it's like a real gang, and Zymes with at the baths with somebody else, and they're trying to keep going with the stuff that they started. So I don't know what we should do. I mean, obviously the date's out the window, and that's really a bummer.
That is not obvious to anyone here. I say, still wearing a tree.
I don't know. There's so many things that we should be doing, and I mean, it's okay.
And this is the
probably
prime time to take care of yourself. I put a branch on Madie's shoulder.
It was probably never going to happen anyway.
You can afford one night to give yourself a chance.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
How far away is... What are we in? Sandstone?
You're in Stone Snarry right
Stone,
now.
yeah, Stone Starry. I immediately forgot where we were. How
That's
far
okay.
is it from Broken Rock?
It's far. You'll have to get a ship, charter a ship to get there, and it'll be a few days journey on a ship to get there. You do know that you can get there from Stone Snarry or a drill, but you won't be able to leave in the middle of the night, so it would have to be like either the next day or sometime in the day.
Okay, it's time for a plan. I'm going to take all of the feelings that I have currently, which are not great feelings, and we're going to push them into a big box, and we're going to close that lid, and we're going to deal with that one later. Okay.
Sounds healthy.
That's what I do.
And look how great Martin turned out.
The tree lifts its branches.
So, my dad's been missing for weeks, and it's going to take at least that long to get back to Broken Rock. And we can't leave right now. So...
Are you sure? I mean, I think we should go as soon as possible to help your dad.
If he's not dead already, then I think we can still get him back. So we have to solve this problem now, because I really don't want undead in this city killing all of the people that we like here.
Yeah, same.
Is there any chance Keith Knife Museum can help us take down... He goes to the college.
Oh.
No, he owns a knife museum.
He's pretty beefy. He
He's
might
got
be
a
able
lot
to
of
help
knives.
us.
Okay. We don't have an intern, but maybe we can have
A bunch of knives.
a bunch of knives. So I do think we
Okay.
should stop by there first and be like, this... it's like an adventure date, right? Nobody wants to just do dinner and a play.
Interesting.
So
Without
this
like
is like
it.
an adventure
Here's the
date.
fun.
It's like a group date. Keith can come with us. We're gonna go back to the mayor's office, sneak around and see if we can find the dragon, and then maybe try and stop a cult. Does that seem good?
I like it.
That
This is
sounds
not my
like
best
a
plan.
wonderful date.
Okay.
Roll
Aria?
and it.
I need a plan check.
Should I roll for that? I'm on board.
Not my best plan, but a plan.
I mean, I at least kind of get to have a date, and we get to fight undead. I'm in. You know I'm in.
We might get
Okay.
knives.
Maybe free knives.
Okay, so how do I look? Do I look okay? I have a dress on. It's green.
I rolled a shotgun the nearest drink.
You don't have to roll. You're successful.
You look incredible!
Is
How
that
about
the
anybody
best,
else who's not drunk?
You look great.
best thing to wear on an adventure, undead fighting, cults demolishing?
And I pull up my skirt, and it has pants on underneath. I'm like,
I should have known.
I'm ready.
The pants have pockets, don't they?
They do.
What
So
kind
does
of-
the skirt.
Real pockets.
Nice. What
Awesome.
kind of armor do you normally wear?
Well, it depends on what I'm doing. Normally, I don't wear like armor just around, but I do have like some plate armor, I think.
Oh, I'm not carrying. I was gonna say we could carry your armor in case you needed to put it on, but I'm not carrying plate armor around.
Oh, I think it's plate armor. Maybe it's leather. I'm pretty sure it's plate though, because I kind of overdo everything.
You're a big fighter. That would make sense.
Pretty sure
Oh,
it
I
doesn't
have heavy armor, light armor, and medium armor.
No, that's your proficiency.
Oh, okay. Chainmail.
Okay, we can carry.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Can I just go back by the shop real quick and get some leather armor to put on over top? I think it would be super cute.
Yeah, so you go back to Asphy if they have any leather armor, and they actually do not.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then let's go.
All right.
Thanks,
and
guys.
I'm carrying the chainmail just in case.
Awesome. So chainmail and real pockets in tow. You all go to where Keith said he would meet Madie for the date, which is in the dunes. And as you get to the outskirts of town, you see that there are a bunch of candles that are in the shape of a heart. And in the middle of the heart, the candle hearts, you see that Keith is there, and he's like used a bunch of knives to make a like a vase with some flowers in it, and he's like holding it, and he's in a little suit, but the suit's a little too small, and he has a green bow tie on.
The tree screams, "Marry him!"
And that's where we're gonna end for today. So
Oh no!
thank you all so much for watching Sovereign of Death. We'll see you next time.